nearly 48 hours, but talking to you beforehand, still pretty frustrated about Crewe.
I don't know if it's frustrated. We're just really disappointed with ourselves that we didn't get to the levels that we expect and demand of ourselves, and we have to live with that pain, and we have to keep that pain close. We can't have our time again, kind of Boxing Day again, unfortunately. I think we would all like to have it if we could. We just need to use it as a reminder, and like I said, keep it somewhere close and make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Because it hasn't happened, to be blunt, very often during your time here at Lincoln. As you'll be aware, you're past 150. Fine, we got to that figure. I thought it was a bit earlier, but 150 on Boxing Day, and just 29 of those, so just under a fifth in defeat.
Yeah, no, 12 years, well, 12 seasons as a manager, and I've had many performances like that in the 12 years, thankfully. And we were really disappointed. Like I said, we were just disappointed with our levels. We were disappointed with our mindset going into the game for whatever reason, and we were disappointed with our intensity without the ball and our tempo with it. And when you're not very good with it and you're not very good without it, then don't expect to win games. And like I said at the time, you have to credit Crewe. Crewe on the day, that was the best League Two performance that we've had against ourselves. Whether we allowed them the fluency and rhythm to find that performance is definitely arguable. But we have to credit the opposition. But ultimately, we don't affect the opposition. We control us and what we do, and what we did wasn't good enough, and we have to live with that. And like I said, learn from it. Make sure it doesn't happen again, and move forward. And like I said, we can't affect Boxing Day. I wish we could, but what we can affect is what is coming, and we're really determined to put in a really good performance. We feel like we owe ourselves one, we owe the club one, and definitely our supporters.
And that balance, is that a tricky one sometimes, because these players have been excellent for you by and large the whole season. But at the same time, you don't want to have the same thing that happened on Boxing Day. You don't want to fall out with players over something that hopefully looks like a blip in 3 or 4 games' time.
No, you don't need to fall out with your players, because I've got players that are self-aware, and I think first and foremost, if you want to learn, then when the first part of learning is to be self-aware enough to own a mistake, and you have to accept the mistake and own it yourself. Be accountable, take responsibility, and once you've done that, then you can look to rectify it. And you have to find out the reasons why, don't you? And that's what we've tried to do. We've tried to work out why we didn't get to the levels that we expect of ourselves, and then once you get the whys, you get the answers, and then you can deal with the situation. And we've done that collectively, and we've got a really good group. They're a down to earth, honest, hard working group of boys that are really determined, that are really motivated to have success this year. I watch them work on a daily basis, and I think that's why we're also disappointed, because it kind of shocked us that we didn't get to the levels that we intended to be at. But they're human beings, and human beings do make mistakes, and none of us are fallible. None of us, we will all make mistakes, and at times we will always, at times we will have disappointment and underperform, and when you do, you have to respond. It's not in never falling, is it? It's always in the response to disappointment. That's what defines you. And as a group, over a long period of time now, we've been really good at responding to disappointment, and that's what we expect to do come Saturday.